I want to speak to the new fathers, man. I meant to have me. I got a beer right here. Speak to some real. This ain't to you experienced fathers because y'all done been through it, bro. But this to the new fathers, man. And maybe some experienced fathers. Cause shit, just because you've been a father for a long time don't mean, everything copacetic, and we all need to feed off each other when it comes to stuff like this, because basically want to just say, man, the way we grew up, man, we need to teach our children that it was BS. If you come from the background I grew up on, and even the way the world is now, and not teach them the way the world want us to teach them. You know what I'm saying? To put it, Snigger got a dub too. That's what he said. And teach them to be free thinkers, dog. You know what I'm saying? Not no dummies. Some free thinkers. You know what I mean? Teach them and recognize your kids, man. Every kid ain't meant for sports. And at the same time, every kid ain't meant to be no doctor neither. So as parents, sometimes I think we set our kids up for failure because we want them to be so great. And that type of greatness we want for them might not be meant for them. You know what I'm saying? We need electricians, my nigga. Ain't no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? We need carpenters. We need people who build houses. That's all good money too, man. You know what I'm saying? We need nurses. We need, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I feel like sometimes as parents, we still, now I ain't saying encourage your kids not to strive to be the best they can. But at the same time, bro, if you got a kid, you see that what you trying to get him to do ain't for him. What I mean is, like, come on, and I'm gonna be 100%. You got a kid that's always bringing in D's and C's or C's and B. Like, you can't force that man talking about you go be a doctor. You gonna run him up out of school. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what they set you up for. School. I feel like we should be raising our kids to, want to work for themselves. Go to school to set yourself up to work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be a free thinker and don't play into part of what everybody telling you what you should do. You know what I'm saying? Or neither what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Raise them. I think the best thing you do is raise your kids with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That way when they try it and if they fail, they don't get discouraged to keep going. If you think about it, anything that made the world move has always came from a free thinker. Ain't never came from a Republican. Ain't never came from a Democrat, a liberal or a conservative. None of that. That's a whole nother video I got coming on that stuff. But on everything has came from free thinkers. If there was no free thinkers, you wouldn't be able. Right now, that spoon and fork came from a free thinker. The free thinkers are the doers. They don't run it by somebody and say, what you think? They actually get up and go do it. They try it. And if it don't work, on to the next thing. We wouldn't have airplanes if we didn't have the Wright brothers. They was free thinkers. They went in the garage and said, we finna learn how to fly. Now, if that happened today, yeah, we'd think they was on crack. But if they had made a plane, we'd be like, dang. But if we didn't have that plane, if that plane wasn't made, dude, we wouldn't be talking about going out of space. We wouldn't be doing none of that stuff. So, to all my young fathers, teach your kids what's up. If you come from the impoverished background I come from, teach them the way you grew up was BS. To me, that was the hardest line in men's society. Because it's real, bro. Don't nobody you always want best for your kids. Now, don't give your kids nothing, make them earn it. But at the same time, teach them the way we grew up was BS, bro. It should not have had to been like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us as fathers just to plant that seed in their brain and let them know you could be what you want, but don't. Look, let me say it like this. I got renege on that last statement. No, you cannot be what you want. You need to tell them what they're gonna be. You need to tell them they're gonna be entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You need to tell them that you gonna be successful. All right? All right, this is my mom. I'm finna answer this. I'm gonna tell she on live too. What's up, Mom? You on live? Yeah, tell everybody happy Father's Day. Tell everybody happy Father's Day. I said tell everybody happy Father's Day. Say happy Father's Day. I'm telling you to tell everybody on my live right now happy Father's Day. All right, Mom. Well, she hard of hearing now. She gonna swear up in God. Now I'm gonna have to show her this live because she gonna tell me I didn't tell her to say happy Father's Day, bro. Hard of hearing, bro. But on everything though, no, for real. I ain't trying to lose y'all with this conversation. This is the biggest misconception we tell our kids. And this is why our kids want to be rappers all the time. Well, that want to, they gravitate towards it. So we tell them you could be a rapper. And so when you tell a kid you can be whatever you want. So they're going to pick basketball, sports, rapper, things that they think are easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them that, you know what I'm saying? Tell them that, you know, you're going to be successful. You got to be successful in something. You're going to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a job. You want a career. But if you look at all the, my goodness, if you look at all the other nationalities, why you think you got so many Indians that are, and I'm talking about the Indians, Middle East Indians, not American Indian, whatever, be Native American. My bad, y'all. Indians, that most of them are doctors because they're told what they're going to be. They don't have a choice. They have a choice, but their parents be on them like, nah, dog, we breaking the cycle. We finna be successful. You know what I'm saying? So, another thing, don't let our downfalls reflect on our kids. You know what I'm saying? One thing, my dad, man, I grew up in Northside St. Louis, bro, from East Side to St. And that's coming soon, sooner than y'all think. Show y'all and all that. But come from the east side to St. Louis, bro. One thing my pops used to always tell me, man, you know, take pride in the way you dress. You don't have to look like where you from. If you on a block and it look like trash, that don't mean you supposed to dress like that. You know, he always taught us to take pride in ourselves. You know, teach your kids to put clothes on even when they just walk into the mailbox, Jack, because you don't know who you gonna run into. You could miss your opportunity just because of the way you dress. We always say that you ain't supposed to judge. Well, that's how the world is. It's time to be 100% real as fathers with our kids. You know what I'm saying? And get back into that role. Let mama have the love and the spoiling. You supposed to be the tough love. My oldest tell you, I done told her plenty of times. Yeah, I'm here for you to hate me. You gonna be mad at me. You feel me? You feel me? It's all good. Bet that, Alias. Thank you, Alias. Shout out to Alias, man. I was mad. I missed out on them Galaxy Max. My boy said retail and shit. My nigga.
Damn, I ain't been broke in a minute. Don't get offended.
Appreciate you, Alias, man. Appreciate you, boy. But I'm definitely gonna get at you when I get off this live. But on everything I love, man, I just, you know, we get in the habit of how my dad raised me, his dad raised him. Then it come to you and you think that's the way you're supposed to do it. I think we're supposed to take what we get from our fathers and things like that from our fathers and mix it with what we got, because the times have changed. You know, they want us to fail, bro. They want us to divide. They want us to shuck and jive in a whole different tune. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, you hear me, No Lemon. You know, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, but at the same time, it's up to us and our responsibility. Even uncles, it ain't just fathers, man. Uncles are important. You know what I'm saying? We all play a part in that young in life. You know what I'm saying? And we can't win them all. Some gonna go astray. Some gotta come back and realize. You feel me? But at the same time, you gotta play your role. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play your role. You gotta put your best foot forward, even if you gotta put your foot in his ass. for him to be great. He will thank you later on in life. Believe that. I wouldn't change nothing in my life. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed with a father that was, once I got old enough, he was just being real with me. Like, what comes for that, right? So if you go to jail, don't you call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it may force me to make choices, Jack. So, like I said, I ain't saying be like no Indians, but what I am saying is be like them in the sense of let's quit telling our kids you can be whatever you want to be. That's setting them up for failure. Tell them that they have to be successful. Tell them from the time they hit school, what do we want? We don't want a job. We want a career. You want to set yourself up to be able to work for yourself. And as parents, we need to recognize our kids for who they are so we know how to set them up for what's best for them. You know what I mean? Just want to drop a little something on y'all being here. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I can't get on here without speaking nothing real. Cause it ain't just about being in your kids' life. Yeah, you can sit on the couch and drink beer every day and be in your kids' life. But it's about what you putting in them. What you installing in them so they can look back and say, this is what my dad used to say. You feel me? So like, that's what it's about. That's your legacy. That's how you know you raise your kids right. When they look back and say, when your kid could look at his and say, well, daddy would approve of that. That's your legacy. That daddy would have did it like this. That's your legacy. That's what you want to hear when you get old. Used to my baby 20 years old, Jack. She's still calling me home, talking about boyfriends need to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? My baby cried because she wasn't here this year with me. That made me feel good, man. That's better than any gift. That's how I want her to cry. But y'all get what I'm saying, though. So, to all my new fathers, it's a ride. They pose to get mad at you, especially if you got a little girl. Tell them, hey, I'm supposed to be here for you to get mad at me. You'll get over it. That was my line all the way on up. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they sweet all the way till they hit 12. As soon as they turn 13, they get that attitude. You be like, what? It's gonna be a bumpy ride, man. But you got to be able to make them messed up. Look, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna have to make some calls that you don't want to make. You know what I'm saying? You got to set some rules you don't want to set. You know what I mean? And it's going to feel like bad because your kid, but you got to do it. You got to do it or you're going to build a monster. You know what I'm saying? Something that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? We want upstanding citizens that are confident in their skin, confident in what they do. You know what I'm saying? To lead the free world, bro. That's what it's about. They don't want you to feel free. They just want you to feel free-ish. That's it. We celebrated Juneteenth yesterday, and since it said 1865, that's what it said. It was on the shirt. Since 1865, we've been free-ish, and that's what it's been though. But I'm not gonna get into that. But look, teach them to be free thinkers. Teach them to change the world, because Lord knows it needs it.